Hi, my name is Lauren Johnson. I'm with the marketing department with Kunes Auto Group, and today we are doing another car convo. I will be driving around with Laura Mon, the founder and executive director of Nest Cafe in Rock Island, Illinois. We'll be driving around in this gorgeous 2023 Ford F-150 Black Ops upfit.
Woo! Got a little room, bro. We're good. Just want to make sure you were awake.
I'm awake.
Good. Okay, I did my job. Okay, so I am joined today by Laura Mon, the founder and executive director of Nest Cafe in the Quad Cities. First of all, Laura, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And thank you for feeding our community. We are so grateful. I know you were talking to some of our employees and they are just blown away by the concept of your organization.
Thanks, yeah.
Absolutely. So if you could share with people that maybe aren't familiar yet with Nest Cafe, what is the history and what is the mission? How does it work?
Yeah, so NEST is an acronym. It stands for Nourish Everyone Sustainably Together, which is a mouthful. Well, our mission is to nourish bodies and community by providing delicious, sustainably sourced food to all who enter, regardless of their means. So an easier way of saying that is we're a restaurant that serves really good food. Everything is scratch made, and we're just trying to make sure that everybody gets access to really good food, no matter what they're able to pay. So we have, people from all walks of life, from all socioeconomic situations, all in the same room, eating the same food, getting to know each other. Yeah.
I love that. I can't imagine how amazing the energy must be in the restaurant all the time with all those different types of people just together, loving life, nourishing their bodies, feeling good.
Yeah, it's really fun. So somebody came in last week. She's kind of a regular. I don't really know a whole lot about her situation, but she came in on Thursday night and said that she was like, I love eating here because the feeling of love is just palpable. And I was like, oh, okay, mission accomplished.
You're like, thank you for getting it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And some people just come for the food because it's really, really good food.
I need to come try your food. I was looking at your menu and my mouth was watering.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a sucker for healthy food, and moving back to the Quad Cities, there's not as many options.
There's not a lot, but everybody has a different idea of what healthy food means.
That's a good point.
So like today on our menu, we have a pulled pork cornbread stack.
Oh.
And so normally people would think like pulled pork, that's not healthy. But we only use locally raised meat that's grass-fed and organic fed, pasture-raised. And so all you're getting in the meat is the nutrients instead of any of the other chemicals and preservatives and yada yada. So it is kind of healthy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What's your favorite thing on the menu at the moment?
So our menu changes every single day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's hard to answer that. Yeah, and we don't repeat stuff very often. So it really is a completely different experience every single day.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, and every day has, we have a meat option and we have a vegan option. Awesome. We always have gluten-free options, and so there's people come in and they choose their main dish, their side dish. Everybody gets a salad that they kind of build themselves.
Cool.
And then everyone gets a choice between two desserts. It's a win-win. You can't go wrong.
No, you cannot go wrong. That's incredible. I think it's so okay. So from a purchasing perspective, how you go about that with your menu being different each day.
Yeah, so part of that is to ensure that, particularly in the summer and fall, that we're using the freshest ingredients possible. Yeah. So we purchase most of our food, but in the summer and fall, when people's gardens are going bonkers, we accept donations from people's gardens.
Good to know.
So so part of the reason for the menu changing every day is because in the summer and fall, we don't know what we're gonna have.
Yeah.
And so if we get a slew of donations of fresh radishes on a Tuesday, then on Friday or Saturday, we're gonna use those radishes, so that's part of the reason for the menu changing all the time.
Okay, so for people that would like to assist the organization, obviously they can come and order food, which helps right there.
Absolutely.
What are other ways that people could get involved and help?
Yeah, so we rely on volunteers every single day. We always need volunteers. So the people that are serving the food, those are always volunteers.
Oh, wow.
We always need help in the kitchen. We have a tremendous chef and a sous chef. They're both just amazing. But we also they need help.
Right.
And so, getting servers every day is a challenge. And so
I'm sure.
please come help. And something about the way we do volunteers, so all of our volunteers eat for free. And the reason we do that is because some people are volunteering because they just want to help the community.
Yeah.
Some people are volunteering because they need community service hours for National Honor Society or something. Some people are volunteering because they're getting a free meal. And some people are volunteering, for all kinds of reasons. And so we make sure that all volunteers eat for free so that there's no stigma and no one knows who's volunteering for what reason.
I love and appreciate that so much because, there are so many people out there that are struggling, and I'm sure there is kind of that sense of pride of like, oh, I don't need help, but they might need help, and that's okay. Yeah, that's absolutely okay.
Yeah, and I think, so I'm going to throw some statistics at you.
Do it.
So, a quarter of the Quad Cities is considered food insecure. And so, it's not like you can just walk out and, it's not like it's only people that are unhoused that are struggling, right? So, when you go to the grocery store, or you go to the bank, or you go to wherever it is, that you go to the gas station, we're all running into people that are food insecure all day long, every day. And so it's not like people wear a sign that you can easily recognize them. I'm struggling,
Right.
But our kids are in school with kids that are struggling, our teacher, and so we just want to make the opportunity of eating the food that our bodies need so that we can function well. We want to make that available to everybody.
That's so beautiful.
And we don't want anyone to necessarily know who's struggling and who's not, because it's nobody's business.
It is nobody's business. Oh, Laura, I love this. I love you.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's so fun.
It's amazing. It just has to be so rewarding every single day.
It is, and we meet great people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, we meet great people.
So Laura, can you share with us what inspired you to start this incredible nonprofit?
Yeah, so in my professional life and in my personal life, I just for years kept running into the same people that were struggling with their finances and also struggling with their health. So I'm an ordained minister and have served churches, and the people that I was visiting in the emergency room tended to be the same people that I was helping with their finances and things like that. And so I just couldn't avoid that there's such a connection between what people's money will allow them to eat.
Yes.
And thought there needs to be a place where everyone has access to really good food.
Yeah.
But also, over the years, I think we can all agree that we kind of go through life in our little silos and don't necessarily, we have opinions about what other people's lives are like, but don't necessarily share space and time with those people to know what their lives are like.
Absolutely.
And so I have had some incredible opportunities with people that are really different than me, and I want that for everyone. My kids go to Rock Island High School, and until last year, Rock Island High School was the most racially and ethnically diverse school. Well, the Rock Island School District is the most racially, ethnically diverse school district in the state of Illinois, including Chicago.
Wow.
That's changed now. We're number 2 now.
Okay.
But the Quad Cities is this really diverse, culturally diverse, socioeconomically diverse community, and that's there's some beauty in that.
Yeah.
And so, but we don't get to see it because we move around in our own little silos. And so I thought, if we're going to create a place where everybody has access to eat, there ought to be a place where everybody feels like part of the community and people can get to know each other just as individuals instead of having a stigma across them, like, I don't have money, you have money,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we did.
It makes me so happy knowing that someone can show up and not have that feeling in the pit of their stomach, like, am I gonna be able to afford this meal? I'm so hungry, I'm so scared my card's gonna get declined or whatever.
Yeah.
They can just walk in there with confidence knowing I can eat, I can feed my kids, and everything's gonna be okay today.
And I'm glad you brought that up because, so kids always eat free. We don't want anybody paying for their kids to eat because kids need to eat good food. So kids always eat free. Yeah.
That's incredible. Is there an age limit on that?
No.
No?
No.
You're just like, if you need to eat, please just eat.
We're not IDing anybody. I will say, we want people to recognize that the food that we're serving and the people that are serving it have value.
Yeah.
And that everyone has value. So we try to shy away from people thinking of us as a free meal site. So we do want everyone contributing something.
Yeah.
So whether it is 10 cents or whether it's helping out around the restaurant or whatever, we do want everyone to recognize that they have something to contribute. So we do shy away from, I mean, we're not going to turn anyone down, but our customers are pretty good about recognizing that it's not a handout.
Right.
It's a way to build community and make sure everyone's eating.
It's a beautiful way to build community.
Thanks.
Yeah. What has been your favorite memory in your work so far?
I hate this question. I hate it and love it because I honestly, we have so much fun every day. So we have fun memories every day. But let's see. What I shared a few minutes ago about the woman just a few days ago that said that the feeling of love is palpable. Like, that's a pretty good one.
That is a great one.
Yesterday, okay, so here's one that just happened yesterday. So there are these two gentlemen who come to Nest often. They are completely different from one another. They don't come together.
Okay.
So their lives could not be more different. So one very low income, one not. Anyway, they're different in lifestyle, race, ethnicity, socioeconomic, just very different. One is very focused on health and nutrition. The other doesn't care about that kind of thing.
Okay.
Very different. And one comes every day, one comes a few times a week.
Okay.
And so they've gotten to know each other a little bit, and when they're not there at the same time or they haven't seen each other in a few days, they'll ask about each other, you know? And then yesterday, one was sitting and eating while the other was leaving, and they didn't say anything to each other. They just, a silent fist bump. And I was like, oh, I love that.
Yeah, you created that. You brought these people together. That's beautiful.
So that was really fun to watch.
Oh, they're buddies.
Yeah.
They're like chill buddies.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is, no, and again, that's a really good point, that you're bringing people from totally different backgrounds and interests and everything together. I mean, it's just incredible.
Yeah, and I'll say, so I thought I was a genius for coming up with this idea, but there are pay what you can restaurants all over the country.
Okay.
And so we're part of a network called One World Everybody Eats. Okay. We're all different. We all do our own thing, but we are able to share best practices and things with each other.
Cool.
And this is not just me. Like, it was my idea, but we have created such a great community that just keeps this going. And yeah.
But it wouldn't be here without you.
But it wouldn't be here without the community either.
True. True. Okay. Thank you to you and the community.
You. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any events coming up you'd like to share?
We do. So we have now been open in Rock Island for 2 years. And so next Thursday, April 11th, we're having our 2-year anniversary celebration. We're open for lunch and dinner, so 11 to 2 and then 5 to 8. Some of our farmers that we purchased from will be there selling some of their produce and meat.
Nice.
We're gonna have giveaways. We're having a fabulous menu like always, but it'll be, let's see, we have brisket, pulled pork, vegan tikka masala, roasted vegetables, of course salad. The desserts are our vegan gluten-free fruit crumble, and then a chocolate cake with cream frosting. And yeah, we just want everybody to come, whether they're our regulars, whether they've been meaning to come to Nest and haven't, or are just hearing about it for the first time. Yeah, we want everybody to come celebrate. April 11th,
Okay.
11 to 2 and 5 to 8.
Guys, we will definitely have the website on here as well, so you guys can check out the menu, check out different options, but definitely go on April 11th and celebrate Nest being open for 2 years. That's
Yeah,
incredible.
It's very fun. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. And it's only gonna get better. The more people that hear about it, the more that'll get involved,
I
and
hope so.
oh no,
Yeah.
it'll happen.
hope
It's
so.
so beautiful.
Thank you.
I love it. So could you explain to me, how does the funding work?
Yeah, that's a great question. So about a third of our funding comes from what people pay for their meals
Okay.
at the register. About a third comes from grants that we apply for, and about a third comes from people like Kunes and organizations and individuals in the community that just make donations to us. So that's how it works.
Wow, so
Yeah.
really it does take everyone being involved to
It really
make
does.
happen.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So that's why, another reason why I encourage everyone, please come eat.
Yes.
Because it's not just for like one particular group of people. It's everybody
Right, yeah.
wanting to eat that makes this work.
Yeah, and again, that's another beautiful thing about food. It does bring people together, you know?
It does.
It's-
Nothing brings people together better than sharing something around a table.
Yeah, sharing a great meal with great people, great conversation, and like you said, everyone has a different background, so it's not like you won't learn something new and interesting, you know?
And I will say, that is not for everyone. You know, I get that not everyone wants to do that. So it is totally possible. You can come to Nest Cafe and eat at your own table, mind your own business, just enjoy the food. That's totally possible.
So it's introvert friendly.
It is introvert friendly. But we also have a community table where just anybody sits and gathers together and gets to know each other. And so, yeah, we're friendly to everyone, no matter what it is, no matter what your reason for coming.
I definitely need to go. I'm super excited. After talking to you, I was already excited about the food, but I'm even more excited to try it and just, I don't know, experience the love and energy of this place.
Thank you. Yeah.
No, thank you. Could you share for the people that might not be aware, what is your contact info and your hours?
Yep, great. So we are located at 1524 4th Avenue in Rock Island.
Okay.
We have a website, www.nestcafeqc.org. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. We post our menu every single day with pictures so people can see exactly what it is that you can
Love
order.
it. Love pictures.
Yep. And then we're open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 2, and then also on Thursday nights for dinner from 5 to 8.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So closed on Sundays and Mondays.
Good. Well, good. You deserve a day off. Everyone does, but yeah, especially you. That's a lot. Oh my gosh. Okay, if you think of anything else, again, I want to make sure you get it all out there.
I think this is good. Do you have any other questions?
No, I just want to go there now. I just want to grab my friends and go. That's it. Maybe meet some new people at this community table.
Awesome.
Yes, absolutely.